BYU football fall camp rolls on here with Coach Kevin Gilbride. Coach, second year here with the program and the tight ends. How do you feel like the positions kind of changed this year compared to year one? New personnel, obviously, across the board here.
That would be the number one thing. It is definitely new personnel. So you're getting those guys acclimated and learning the offense, along with the guys that are the returners who have to learn the new stuff, the stuff that we continue to try to evolve and be on the cutting edge of offensive football.
What do you want to accomplish in fall camp with your position group?
I want some of the guys that we're unsure of to emerge as guys that can certainly help us and contribute. I also want to come out of it healthy and then get the guys that we know are going to contribute ready to go and honed in so that they're ripping and roaring by week one of the season.
What led to adding some personnel in the spring portal window at your position?
We needed the depth. We needed the depth because we had some injury issues that we weren't sure and still aren't how they're going to result, or how the guys are going to bounce back. So we knew that we needed to add some depth in that area, and we're very happy with the two guys that we got.
One of those guys that you got was Keon Nead, and we've seen him at times in media windows with what appears to be the first team. Your different personnel groupings, sure. But what do you like about Keon and what he kind of brings to the position group?
Number one, he's humongous.
Yeah.
He's big, he's strong, and he's fast. And he loves to play the game. He wants to do it right. He wants to play with toughness and aggression and make the plays that are there for him to make in the pass game. But he wants to do the dirty things, and that's fun. You need to have some guys who have that mentality, and he certainly has it.
Is he kind of next in line after Carson Ryan, who looks like he's been kind of the standout thus far?
I think we've got a number of guys that are vying for that position. I'm not looking to let anybody have it right now, but I do think he'll be able to play a role during the games along with everyone else. But they still need to prove where they're going to fit within our scheme. And
What do you like about Carson?
Pretty much everything. Meaning, he also is strong. He's fast. He runs very good routes. Catches the ball really well. He's intelligent. He's tough. He wants to do things the right way. There's not much to not like about how he plays and who he is as a person as well.
And just to kind of follow up on that, I got to imagine that was probably the key attributes when you're evaluating him in the portal, beyond because if you just look at the stats, you say, where's the impact on the receiving game? But it goes beyond that, it seems like.
100%. Definitely does. And when you're evaluating a tight end, everyone wants to talk about the receptions and all that stuff, but there's a lot more to the position than that. And we ask our guys to do a lot. And so they understand that they have a role where they're going to be involved in everything. Pass catching, touchdowns as well, but also in the run game, in the pass protections, and then screens. So they understand they've got to be able to do it all, and they have to be able to do every position because we can move them all over the field. So that's a fun part of our offense, and our guys have to be really intelligent to be able to do that. But they know when they're being recruited, like we're recruiting for the whole package.
How much of a priority this year is it from Coach Roderick and yourself to get this tight end unit, though, to get more catches and touches in the offense?
It's a priority because there's more for the defense to defend when we do that. I mean, that's the key. When the defense can key in on a couple of key receivers, who are tremendous players, we've got to be able to take advantage of that. And you take advantage of that by throwing the ball to the backs, throwing the ball to the tight ends, and if we have the personnel to be able to do it, it's now up to us to get it done.
How's Ethan Erickson coming along?
He's a very good football player. We just got to get him healthy.
And then Noah Moeaki, he saw some good things in spring. What's the latest on Noah?
Same. We've got to get him to keep coming. He's got to keep coming. He's got to keep being consistent of making his blocks, making the plays when the ball's thrown to him. He's getting there, but he's not quite there yet. He's got to keep coming.
Influx of freshmen, too, with Tucker Kelleher, Jacob Ne. Impressions early. I know Kelleher was a spring guy, but Jacob Ne, a fall enrollee. What some thoughts on those guys?
Both young. Both still need to develop. Jacob right now hasn't practiced with us because he's recovering from an injury. But both eventually will have a chance to help us. But whether it's this year or next year, who knows? We'll see.
So do you feel like overall, though, the personnel, the depth has gotten better this year?
It's gotten better, but it's different as well. Yeah. So they're a lot younger in this offense, but there's some talented guys.
And then last couple things here, talk with Coach Gilbride. the quarterback's obviously a big topic out on the outside. How much does input do you have in this role with? Because I know Coach Roderick's pretty collaborative. How much of an input do you have on this decision on those matters?
We all have an opinion. We all have a say, but when push comes to shove, it's not our decision. But Coach A-Rod does an unbelievable job of listening to each person and evaluating how much say they're going to have. But we all think things through, and we all want the best for the team anyway. So he takes what we say seriously. But ultimately, it's he and Coach Kalani's decision.
And just to follow up, how nice is it though? This whole staff got retained, and you've been around in football. It probably doesn't happen very often where you go year over year the same staff. How nice is it when you're piecing together the offense, installing things that you guys all kind of know how each other work?
It's unbelievable. And really, for me, from my perspective, now I know the offense so much better than I did even back then. Even though I knew what the plays are called, how they're supposed to, the depths that they're supposed to be run, the rules. I know how to operate within making adjustments within the offense. So from year to year, the way that we communicate as a staff has increased and improved exponentially, and that's going to help us moving forward.
Last thing for you, Coach, and appreciate the time. Coach Kalani talks a lot about the culture of the program now being settled into it for more than a year and a half now. How would you describe it?
As the best I've ever been around. I mean, that's the truth. You feel the love from Kalani towards the players towards each other, and then the coaches towards the players as well, and players towards the coaches, but not as much. No, I'm joking. But no, it's a special place. It really is, and it's. I believe Coach Kalani took his approach from Coach Edwards, because that's how it was back in the day too. And I have great friends from the 1 year that I was here. So he's taken it and run with it and made it a temporary version. It's pretty special to be a part of.